We all know the biggest gaming stories for the rest of the year are going to be unveiled tonight at the Game Awards, when the attention of the unwashed masses and executives alike will be focused on the good side of gaming with all their pathetic awards and exclusives. We're not sure if there will be any surprises, but it doesn't matter because the real news is out here in the trenches. We don't need to sugarcoat things for you because we know you, and we know you like your gaming news like you like your beer. Bitter, fattening, and the true cause of your depression.
Oh, and by the way, we're gonna be watching the Game Awards live on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/etc_show, right when it starts, so watch us make fun of it instead of actually watching the show. Thanks.
5 p.m. Twitch, see you there, go!
Here we go!
Cuck.
Peggy 18.
Look at you, the idiot gamer who thinks that big profit-driven companies will never let you down. Especially when you bought the ultra mega fuckboy super special edition of their game or waited around and paid more than full price for DLC the day it comes out.
Idiot.
How could a company have the audacity to put out a shitty product when we all invested so much of our time and money into them? Well, sorry to rain on your parade, kid, but even Bungie is on Santa's naughty list this year because they just raised a giant middle finger to their entire user base.
But hey, hold on, slow down. We have to save the rotten meat on that bone for Shibby because he's informed us to step aside and let him have the Destiny 2 DLC bullshit to rip apart.
I'm gonna get off of that ass.
Yeah. He's gonna give you the real review of Curse of Osiris so that you'll be as pissed off as humanly possible when it most likely takes home multiple awards at tonight's Fluff Fest. For now, let's refocus on something positive. A true T.U.G.S hero of the week. This is Adrian Lester, who goes by Lester_gaming on Twitch, and in one of the funniest things we've probably ever seen on that platform, he decided to stream an actual UFC match live and avoid copyright takedown by pretending to play it as it happened so that it would look like he was just playing EA's UFC video game. This guy is a fucking legend.
Yeah, we can't even show you the footage because it's been taken down everywhere after it originally aired on Twitch and then was shared on Twitter where it got hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views. Gone on Twitter, Twitch, all of them. We don't really want to face a copyright strike on this channel, especially considering we already have a strike that won't let us live stream. So you'll just have to imagine it with these screenshots.
Yeah.
The fact that he got away with it is impressive on its own, considering how quickly things like this get taken down usually. But in the days that followed, and with his newfound fame, he did have to face some kind of consequence. Although it did end up being pretty light.
Good.
His Twitch channel was banned for 24 hours. So sad.
Yeah, you stream a UFC or you finger yourself on cam.
Oh man.
Equal.
But hey, then again, thanks to all the attention, his follower count skyrocketed. It actually looks pretty good for EA and their new UFC game because it apparently looks good enough to bots looking for copyrighted content. Still though, fuck EA.
Yeah.
As always, of course.
Yeah, well, the UFC game might look great, but there's another game that's just been released for a contact sport, and it looks like complete fucking ass.
Oh.
Now, since the release of the Switch, there have been numerous ports that have done a pretty damn good job with their transition, especially when docked, even though the system, obviously, not as strong. But that's not the case for WWE 2K18, which finally was released for the Switch after numerous delays. And those delays, they actually now make total sense. I mean, just look at this trash. First of all, it looks like it belongs on the GameCube instead of the Switch, and that frame rate is abysmal. It is so bad, in fact, that the intros for the wrestlers when they walk out, it looks like they're playing in slow motion on purpose, but it's not. It's just that the game is lagging that bad.
Ugh.
It's bad. But this game is from a huge publisher. How the hell could it go so wrong? Also, this game is 23 gigs, which is 10 gigs bigger than Breath of the Wild, and nearly 20 gigs bigger than Super Mario Odyssey.
It's just a bunch of models in a fucking ring. How is it so big?
There's no excuse other than the fact that 2K promised this game would be released, and they were content with putting out literal garbage instead of taking a hit and losing some money by just shelving it. WWE 2K18 is a clear do noi buy this holiday season. We don't care how much your little brother begs for it. You're smarter than him anyway, because you watch T.U.G.S.
Yeah.
You have a high IQ.
Why not just wrestle in real life?
Nothing could go wrong.
Nothing. All right, so I have no idea why the fuck the T.U.G.S tide has shifted to sports games this episode, but since we're here, you'll probably be very shocked and appalled to find out that Russia has been banned from participating in the 2018 Winter Olympics because of, just some silly, stupid, multi-decade-long performance-enhancing drug doping scandals. Lame!
Boo! Boring.
But hey, all you Russia fans out there,
Yeah.
Despite this news being a huge deal in regards to the actual sporting event, it should come as no surprise that these lazy gaming companies won't even bother updating their official Olympic Winter Games title to remove those drugged up Russians.
The game is called Road to the Olympics, and it's a paid expansion for Ubisoft's title, Steep. In the game, you're qualifying to compete in the 2018 Winter Olympics, but instead of making some last-minute change, which to us normies seems like it would just be deleting some cosmetic code, they've decided to side with the Russians and leave their country in the game to represent something that's not even real.
Smells like collusion to me.
It's the opposite of a nothing burger. It's a Ubisoft lazy burger.
Lazy burger.
Got one of those Krabby Patties in it. But that's not all, though. This game might have 2 countries represented in its officially licensed game that aren't competing because just this morning, White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders said that, we haven't decided whether or not the USA will compete in the Olympic Games.
Huh.
Which is fucking weird and not at all suspicious.
Huh.
So stop thinking about it, dork.
Not that any of that matters to Ubisoft, though. They don't give a shit about accuracy or releasing games on time, for that matter, because the other news on the Ubisoft front is delays. Delays.
You're getting a delay. You're getting a delay.
That's right, guys. Ubisoft just announced that they're not just delaying one game. They're not just delaying 2 games. They are delaying 3 major upcoming titles, and apparently it's all Assassin's Creed's fault. That new Ass Creed game is no doubt trash, but enough people like flying around like a bird and riding on dromedaries enough that it sold pretty damn well, and now Ubisoft has to, they gotta focus on that game instead.
Which is kind of funny because that would make it appear as though they originally didn't give a shit at all for the post-launch roadmap of Ass Creed Origins, and they were surprised by its success. Huh. Either way, here's what's getting delayed. Far Cry 5, the one that the alt-right is all pissed off about for some reason, that's getting pushed back to late March instead of February, probably so they can add in some Antifa enemy DLC or something. Make sure everyone's evenly represented.
All sides.
Then there's The Crew 2, which won't come out till... Hey, you know what? Who knows? They say first half of fiscal 2018/19.
You guys all know your fiscal years, right?
Next fall, I guess? And then there was an unannounced game, which is being pushed all the way back to 2019 or 2020. So Jesus fucking Christ, thanks a lot, Assassin's Creed fans. We hope it was worth it. I bet that game that's coming out in 2020 is gonna be great.
Division 2?
Ooh, Electric Boogaloo.
Not.
But speaking of games that reference Osiris, Shibby is very upset, you guys, and he's already started drinking. So let's get him in here to vent before he turns his liver into a rock.
That's gonna be tonight. T.U.G.S boys and T.U.G.S girls, this week I have the displeasure of reviewing a $20 downloadable content expansion. Look, just a few episodes ago, I actually reviewed the initial $60 purchase as fairly positive. Once again, I did not play most of Destiny 1 or the additional content to that game, so I never got that experience.
Uninformed.
Not wrong. D2 felt pretty good as I was making my way to the 305 light level. However, this shit now has a new smell. Let's go. Fast forward to December 5th, the release of The Curse of Osiris. Included in the $40 expansion pass or a $20 standalone purchase. I was slightly excited for new areas to explore, balance passes, weapons to acquire, things of that nature typically are healthy for an MMO style game, something that Bungie surely wants from the Destiny franchise. Wrong. I gave them a pass, but this DLC is simply fucked. As I write this review, literally the top thread on the top of Destiny the Game subreddit is a job posting for a senior designer position at Bungie. You might be thinking, oh man, somebody maybe from the World of Warcraft team or Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls, or someone who worked on the more beloved Destiny 1 downloadable contents already in the company will take this position, right? Nope. I don't know what the fuck happened to the person already in this position, if they committed seppuku because the disgrace this game has become or what, I don't know. Top requirement for this position, Quotes, create sustainable player progression and chase through Destiny 2 Bright and Growth. No, not adding good content for the players that actually want to play the game and engage with, but maintaining Destiny's monetization business through the Eververse system.
What?
Every meaningful reward is now in an RNG loot box that is half filled with 1, shit tier blue mods, and 2, shit tier blue shaders. Good luck getting in that exotic ghost, ship, emote, or sparrow, or just cool cosmetic ornament. It's not gonna happen. This $20 downloadable content expansion took me about 3 hours to beat, provided average at best story, constantly recycling map tiles in the forever forest, and made me go back to prior maps to progress through the DLC missions. It was completely lazy. Running through elongated triangular tunnels like my neck, then boring trash mob map tiles in this forever forest. Terrible. This shit should have been a free update. Wanna know the most heinous thing? Because of increased light level caps through this expansion, vanilla players, so people who initially bought the $60 purchase, that's right, you heard me, the $60 purchase people cannot do anything prestige anymore. You wanna do the prestige nightfall or the prestige raid you literally could do last week and you don't have the new expansion? Fuck you, locked out pleb. You wanna do the new heroic strike playlist to do strikes from vanilla? Fuck you, pay up for the expansion. Yep, no more platinum trophy for you if you don't have the DLC. Yep, the game now has less content for your initial $60 purchase because of the DLC.
Dang.
That is fucked up. I honestly think that more than half of this shit is repurposed content, whether bringing back old exotics, reusing the prior Pyramidian strike as a mission segment, reusing Mercury in general, using a few island tile sets over and over in this, once again, forever forest, and locking all the cool stuff behind the Eververse Cat Shop RNG loot boxes. Mercury has 1 lost sector, 1 public event, and literally feels like a discarded PvP arena. Sad. I know Destiny 2 Endgame was not great, but this shit is no longer an endgame. It's a spend it game.
Boo!
Yeah. Disgraceful fall into the pits of monetization hell from such a passionate community and the high standard after the success the live team had on Destiny 1. I must rate this game, the DLC, a complete 0 out of 10. You fucked up, Bungie.
And the award for most pointless segment on T.U.G.S goes to Shibby. Oh, just kidding.
Yeah. It is impressive that Bungie was able to piss Shibby off.
Yeah, wow.
He usually sucks their cock.
Whoa.
Or eats their ass. Thanks, Shibby, but for now, let's take a deeper look at what made the other game we were talking about, Assassin's Creed Origins, such a huge success that it fucked up Ubisoft's entire future release schedule. Here's a review from Amazon user Bookreader, who titled their review of Origins, Boring. They had this to say.
I have played every Assassin's Creed game since the beginning, and this is the first that I found boring. The fighting sucks, a huge step back from the first game. The game froze a few times, so I had to restart. I had one mission where I had to carry a box out and back to a guy, but I had to put it down to fight guards and then was not able to pick it up again. I had to quit the game and restart, then go back to get the box. The racing chariot stinks. I crossed the finish line first twice and it said I was second. Why? The elephants is ridiculously hard. Forget dodging. I would hit dodge and find myself only scooting forward. Very rarely would I roll out of the way. The elephant is way faster than you are. This really killed the series for me. I doubt I will get another one. The weapons with the most power were cursed, so you only have one life bar. No medicine to heal with like other AC games. Forget blocking. That worked well in previous games, but here it never worked. Some enemies with shields could not be hit. They blocked everything with the shield. The game is mostly sand, and even more sand. This is written by Anakin Skywalker?
Yes.
I quit after trying to beat a huge ship towards the end of the game. I kept getting killed when I still had life left. No idea why. Just had to restart again and again. The heck with that. Not worth the aggravation. 1 star.
In fairness, I have to admit that this game was purchased by my youth pastor who gave it to us at church, but still, I say heck to this game.
The heck with it.
Yeah. Anyways, watch us watch the Game Awards tonight on our Twitch page. God damn it, twitch.tv/etc_show. Go hit follow, go turn your notifications on, hit the RSVP button, do all of that. Live at 5, the game started, they start at 5:30. Then, just go to the description, click all those links, and then you can watch these 2 other episodes. One involves a robot stripper. But first, follow our Twitch pages, then the robot stripper. Okay, understood? Also, we have a new t-shirt at etcmerch.com. Bye.
Strippers and blackjack.